How much do you pay in taxes in Alaska on $60,000 of income? That's what we're going to talk about here today at the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. And what we do in this scenario is we take $40,000 of Social Security on top of $20,000 of IRA distributions. We'll do that as one scenario, and then we'll do scenario number two, $40,000 of IRA distributions and $20,000 of Social Security. So before you link on to someplace else, remember, just because Alaska does not have a income tax, it doesn't mean you don't pay federal taxes. So we're going to dive right into that here today at the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. And once you subscribe, man, don't forget to hit the bell for notification, because we do about 3 hours of content a day here. All kinds of different stuff that we talk about when it comes to financial planning. So let's dive right into this here with Alaska state income taxes and federal income taxes on $60,000 of income. So what we'll do is we'll go to my website, heritagewealthplanning.com. And you know it's my website because you'll see the little sign there that says Peaks Island. That's my home where I was born and raised. So Peaks Island, Maine and Casco Bay. And then we're going to go up to Tax Tools, the interactive tax page. And then let me bust out my little dry erase thing. And then you'll see us on here, Federal Tax Interactive Tool, which is from Foundation, so taxfoundation.org. Highly recommend you use it. So you can create all kinds of different scenarios here. And then if you scroll down, because Smart Asset allowed me to put this as a plugin on my website, what are the best states to retire for taxes? And there's just a ton of stuff here, my friends. So if you go to my website and then go down to the interactive tax tools, you'll see this tool right here is just this awesome. So we're going to click on Alaska. All right. And then this will take us to Alaska. And so what we're going to do, like I said, two scenarios. We're going to do $40,000 in Social Security and $20,000 in IRA distributions. We're going to say our zip code is 99501. Don't know where that is, but it's in Alaska. We're born in 1952, which makes us 66 years old. And that's important because we want to make sure we get the higher standard deduction. Again, if you're 65 and above, your standard deduction is $13,300, and we're going to say we're married. Now, 60,000 a year is simply $5,000 a month, easy peasy. So that's why I chose that number. And what we'll find out is you pay nothing in state taxes, and in this case, you're not going to pay anything in federal taxes either. How could that possibly be? Well, we'll get into it here in just a second. So remember, Alaska is 0 on 60, but now let's flip these two numbers over. Oops, I keep doing that. I don't know why it starts there. So we go 20,000, boink. And then here we're going to go 40,000, boink. And let's see what difference it is. And so now we pay $2,800 in federal taxes, even though we don't pay anything to Alaska. Why would that possibly be? So let's dive right into this and go over what's called provisional income. Provisional income. All right, so we got provisional income here. And what that means is we take this 20,000 and divide by 2. So we got Social Security equals 10,000. And then we take all of this right here, which is 40,000, excuse me. So our total income, IRA, is $50,000. All right, so that's our total provisional income is $50,000. You see that right there? Now let me get my trusty old calculator because we've got to do some calculating here. There it is. I thought I had it before, but I guess I did not. So now we're going to wipe this off and we're going to calculate what our taxes are on $50,000 of provisional income. So now what we do is we have, if we're married filing jointly, we know 0 to 32,000. You don't pay any taxes at all. You're not on your social, on any provisional income that's below 32,000. You're not adding to your tax bracket. You're not. But 32 to 44, you are. All right. So 32 to 44, that amount right there, 50% of that amount is added to your tax bracket. All right. So that's 12. That's going to be $6,000 we're going to add. And then we take anything above 44. In this case, is $6,000. So we got 50. Because our provisional income is 40 plus half of that is 50. So 50 minus 44 equals $6,000. We times that by 0.85, 6,000 times 0.85, and that's going to be $5,100. All right. So now let me show you the chart. What you see here, let me bring this up a little bit higher. So you're going to see here is you're going to get So we have $50,000 of provisional income. All we're trying to rectify is how much of our provision of our Social Security will be subject to taxation. Now, your Social Security, never more than 85% of your Social Security will be subject to taxation. Never. So you know the max amount you're paying Social Security taxes of max amount of taxation of your Social Security benefits will be 85%. And the way we do it, we take our provisional income, which in this case is $50,000. The first $32,000 of our provisional income, none of that is going into the taxes. All right. Now the next $12,000 of 32 to 44, that's going to be $12,000, but only 50% of that $12,000 will be added to the tax bracket. In this case, it's $6,000. Now, in this case, we have $50,000 as a total provisional income. So 50,000 minus the 44, because remember, 0 to 32, 32 to 44, then anything above 44, that gives us $8,000, of which 85% will be taxable as income. So 85% of 8,000 is 5,100. And we add these guys up, and our total amount of Social Security that's being subject to taxation is 11,100. All right, so 11,100 of the 20,000 we had in Social Security is subject to taxation. Now, on top of that, what we do is we take our amount of money that we have from our IRA, which you can see up there is $40,000. All right, and we add the 11,100 from our Social Security that's subject to taxation, and we got our total AGI is $51,000. So our AGI is $51,000. That's how much will be on the line 37 of your 1040. Now we take out, because we're married filing jointly and we're over the age of 64. So we're going to take out 26,600. That's where I need my trusty calculator here. And our taxable income then will be 51,000 minus 26,600. Our taxable income will be $24,400. All right, that's going to be our taxable income. And you can see right there, taxable income, $24,400. And essentially what that says is we will be in the 12% tax bracket. So the first $19,000 is subject to 10% tax, and any amount above $19,000 is subject to a 12% tax. And that's why we get a total tax of $2,871. And that's a big deal. So again, if you just had 20,000 from Social Security and 40,000 from your IRA, your total taxes are 2,871. You flip those over, you have 40,000 from Social Security and 20,000 from your IRA. You don't pay anything to the feds. So I hope you bear that in mind. That is how much tax you pay in Alaska on $60,000. It's all contingent on where that money comes from. So let's just minimize this a little bit more and just go down, because the smart asset tool is just freaking awesome. I love it. And we'll keep going down here, because I do want to show you a couple of things on this tool in case you definitely want to mess around with it. You should, because what they talk about property tax, all that stuff, and I'm not going to get that, but most tax-friendly places for retirees. And this is what I love right here. While I was bringing it up, let me get a sip of my tea. And they'll bring it up by per zip code, per town. It's just awesome. It just takes, I should have probably got down there before we start messing around here, but they'll bring it up and they'll show you. There we go. So they're saying these are the top 10 places in Alaska in terms of total tax friendliness. So we got California, where you're paying $5,100. Okay, so I just want to be clear. This is not the same scenario I just used. So this is not 40,000 Social Security, 20,000 of an IRA, or vice versa. We'll get down to this. Is someone who's got this is an individual, single individual, 50,000 income. Retirees getting 15,000 from Social Security, 10,000 from a pension, 15,000 from an IRA, and they're working to get $10,000 as well. All right, so that's what they're saying here. Now, they're also going to calculate the effective property tax by dividing the median property in the town by the median home value. So they're dividing the median property tax for a specific town by the median home value. A sales tax burden, you can read all that, but look at this. California, Alaska, they're going to pay $5,100 in income tax, 0.73% property tax, no sales tax, and tiny little fuel tax. So tax friendliness, in retirement tax friendliness, income readiness in California is 100%. Here's Wasilla, which is Sarah Palin's from. Again, 96.22. Now, if you looked at, we just did Alabama yesterday, you're talking the highest was like 58. So here's a Juneau. That's a Capital, 94.85. I mean, you just can't beat that. So look at that. I guess all these places are on the Continental too, right? There's Meadow Lakes, Gateway. So, I mean, just you can't beat that, my friends, for tax friendliness in Alaska. Maybe not. Wait, are they? I thought Juneau was down here on the border. Yeah, right. Yeah, there it is. Juneau. Okay, gotcha. So there's Californsky. Never heard of Californsky, but there she is. Pretty cool. So anyway, you can look at this chart to get a gauge, and you can you can plug and play. It's freaking awesome. So hope this helps. As always, if you like what you see here at Heritage Wealth Planning, just subscribe. Comments are always welcome, and of course, don't forget to thumbs up as well. And we'll see you next time on the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.